the game tonight. What was your big takeaway? What did you like? What didn't you like?
For the Broncos, even though they lost, the defense, thank you. Mm-hmm. The defense, thank you for coming to play. Obviously, playing against the juggernaut that is the Chiefs. They came to play ball tonight. They came to play ball. If they got any ounce of production from the offense outside of what they scored toward the end of the game, as far as getting them in position to score, it would have been much better. Even with the ref trying to say, even though the ref trying to make it a game at the end of the game with the fake roughing the passer, it was brilliant. The defense played really well. They came to play outside of what we saw from them when they played the Dolphins. It wasn't that. It wasn't that. I was really surprised by it. Obviously, the Chiefs are doing what the Chiefs always do, keeping it a close game against a divisional opponent. And anytime you got Patrick Mahomes at the helm.
If you're the Broncos, Ocho, you got to win that game. Do you realize that's
find a way to win it? Find a way to win it.
That's only the 5th time in 51 home games, regular season and playoffs, that Mahomes has been held below 20 points. Yeah. You held Patrick Mahomes for the 5th time in 51 home games, regular season and playoffs. You got to find a way to win because you know he normally get to the high 20s, 30s at home. Easy. You know that. And you kept him. You made, think about it. You picked him in the end zone. You made him kick 2 field. You made him, you turned him over on downs in the red zone, and you made him kick field goals.
Yeah.
You got to somehow find a way to win that game and change the mindset. It's not good enough. Well, we played them. We played them close. You got to find a way to get that game in their building to change the entire mindset of the organization.
Yeah, I think the interceptions hurt. The fumble hurt. Well, no, I think they got the fumble back, but that interception hurt where Russell tried to hit Jeudy. One of those, I got
they caromed up, and then both of them. I don't know if he was trying to go to Jeudy. It looked like he was trying to go to the tight end. Yeah, but I don't understand. Just go ahead and check the back because he's not looking for that. He don't even see the middle linebacker because there's nothing to hold him. He's just tracking Russ's eyes. So he sees Russ's eyes goes to his left. He goes to his right. So
it's unfortunate, man. Right now, everything is magnified for that Broncos team, offensively and defensively, especially on the offense. And they're killing Russ. And I'm sure mentally, I think that can take a toll on you. You think so?
Yeah, I think they're gonna try. They're gonna move Jeudy. They're probably gonna move Sutton. They're just like,
whoa. They can't move every goddamn body.
Yeah. They about to get in the Caleb Williams suite. Right now, if the draft was today, they'd be third. They'd be sitting third.
Right.
Because the way I look at it, Ocho, where they going? Where you going?
You can't as a team and as a coach, you can't fold this early. Because you lose your team. You can't lose your team. You got to keep fighting. And even if you are in the sweepstakes for Caleb Williams, you have to still call the plays and game.
Oh, they're calling the plays.
Yeah, game to it.
But you see what they do.
Where you want to win.
But you see, letting Randy Gregory, trading Randy Gregory. They're moving. They're gonna start saying, okay, let's go ahead and start. Let's get some of these young guys some playing time. Let's try to get some draft capital. Because think about what they gave up to get Russ.
Yeah.
Bruh, you emptied the coffers. And you gave up quality players to get him. A Shelby Harris, a Noah Fant, 3 first-round picks.
Right.
So you gave up a lot to get him. So now you got to try to get some of that capital back. Jeudy could possibly fetch you a 2nd-round pick. Cortland Sutton might fetch you a 3rd or 4th-round pick. You've got to try to look. And it's rough when you're a veteran player, because by the time the Broncos, if I'm a veteran player, by the time the Broncos get good, hell, I'm gonna be gone.
Right.
Either I'm gonna be retired, or they're gonna be shipped me on with the youth movement. And it's hard because I've been in that situation where like, okay, what do we do? But fortunate for me, I've always, when you thought about it, I was like, man, I got John, so there ain't no rebuild going on as long as you got 7. But I empathize for people that from a distance I've watched, and I'm like, bro, until he gets good, I'm supposed to just take the L's until he gets good, or until y'all rebuild or get all the guys that you guys want. It's tough. But the Broncos, these are the games that the Broncos have lost because they've been right there for whatever reason. They played Kansas City tough as hell.
Every time.
Have yet to find a way to get one of these victories.
Listen, it's something about those divisional games. I don't know what it is. Something about the divisional games. They are always close. Every so often, you'll get a blowout. But when you say fire sale, I just want a little bit more clarification. Does that fire sale also come with Russ having to move as well?
If somebody would take him off their hand, they would ship Russ. Absolutely. Because guess what? Look, you do realize Russ signed like a $250 million deal with like 160 to 170 of it guaranteed. Right. So I get that off my books. So imagine the cap space I'm going to have.
Right.
Okay. Now I get draft capital if I move because you got young receivers. You got Mims. You took Mims, I think, in the 3rd or 4th round from Oklahoma. Right. So you got some young guys at Johnson. You got some young guys that's shown potential. And another thing that's kind of hurt Jeudy is that Jeudy has kind of been nicked. His hamstring. You remember he started the season, he had the hamstring. And I think he hurt his shoulder or he's hurt his knee something last year. So he's missed time and it's forced him not to be able to stay in a rhythm. Because it's hard. It's hard getting nicked during the season and coming back and finding a rhythm.
Finding a rhythm. And that's the funny thing about it is when you get in rhythm and you get that confidence going, or you touch that ball and you start feeling it, and you and the quarterback build a rapport. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. It's almost like art. It's almost like art. And him and Russ just haven't been able to get on that page due to the injuries and stuff like that. And it's unfortunate, man. It's very unfortunate.
Marvin Mims was drafted in the 2nd round. Taylor Swift was in attendance, but I did like how Amazon chose not to just put her up there every time Kansas City did something, just flash her up on the screen. Right. Look, I'm happy for the NFL. Anybody that's going to bring eyes and positivity to the National Football League, I'm all for it. But boy, they were getting carried away with this now.
Well, listen, every time Travis Kelce catches the ball, Taylor Swift, boom, she's on the camera. And again, I understand what the NFL is doing, and people watching at home have to understand what it also is about. The bottom line. Eyes generated creates revenue. That's all it comes down to. Nothing more, nothing less. And it's smart. It's a great PR move. And what they're doing together as a couple, they have to take advantage of that. The NFL taking advantage of it. And I hope Travis Kelce does too.